Hello, my name is HAPruitt and I want to keep telling you about how God worked through the publishing of Anelthalien. I told you last time that God let me fill out that form that had all the basic information of Anelthalien. He got me through that. And so one of the next parts of the publishing process was figuring out the cover design. And I am very creative. I love to draw. I love to do all kinds of artsy things, and so God had put it in my head exactly what the cover needed to look like. And I had drawn this. Hopefully you can see it. That's my handwriting and my signature for my name on the book, and then the main design I wanted. And I really liked that design, except it's an ink wash, and you don't need to know anything about that, except it's really hard to do a really dark background and paint anything on top of it. You have to do a light background with ink wash. But for the book cover, I wanted a dark background, specifically a dark green background, kind of like foliage in the shade of a tree, kind of dark green background. So I really wanted that. So when I talked to the creative director, I knew that I really needed to make sure that my point came across, that I wanted that. And I was really scared because creative people are very opinionated about what they want things to look like. I know, because I'm a creative person, and I'm like, it has to look exactly like this. And so I knew I had to be brave and talk to this creative director on the phone and get my point across and say what I wanted, because it just needed to look like that. Book covers have to tell everything about the book in one moment, and so I needed it to do that because it's just important. I can't tell you why, but it's just important. And so when I had this call with the creative director, I was scared to talk on the phone at first, but when she started talking, she was a creative person like me, and so that calmed me down a little bit. And then she said that she had read the first chapter of my book. She worked for Hill, so they had sent it to her, and she said she really liked it, and that calmed me down even more. And it's like God kind of helped us be on the same page. And then when she started talking about what she wanted to do with the cover, I said something about a dark background and how it being green, and she said that's exactly what she was thinking. And just the whole conversation with her was so amazing, because God made our brains work exactly the same way. We both had the same vision for it. We both knew exactly what we wanted for it. Just keep everything and do the background differently. And it went really well. I didn't have to try and fight for my opinion or anything. God just made it so perfect that two minds that had never met before could agree on something creative, something very opinionated it can be. He just made these two minds that were so far apart agree exactly and be of one mind. And that was really amazing that God did that. And so in that, there's a lesson that God, if He wants something to be a certain way, He'll make it that certain way, even if really subjective pieces of this whole thing are part of it. Even if you're like, oh, somebody's opinion might change it, oh, this might change it. If God wants it done a certain way, a very certain specific way, He's going to get it done that specific certain way. And you don't have to fight for it. You just have to let Him do it, and He'll make it so peaceable and so wonderful. So again, here's my cover. I like it because it's awesome, and I'll tell you more about the publishing of Anelthalien next time.